talking.
1 minute to go to broadcast, Richard. A minute. Yeah, 1 minute. Roughly. You know exactly how long it is because it should start on time. Yeah, it's roughly a minute. I just don't know if I want to even go on tonight, Terry. You have to go on, Richard. I don't. There's too much pressure. You know, I've been looking after the kids all day. I'm tired, and this has been moved to prime time. It's brilliant. It's brilliant, Richard. It's such a wonderful confidence from me and Twitch. Maybe, but you know, I just don't know if I want to be so main. I like being Thursday night at 8 o'clock. It was sort of like I was a renegade, dangerous. You know, Friday 8 o'clock. You know, it's sort of a bit shiny floor studio show, isn't it? And you know, it might take the edge off the show. Well, I'm just, you know, I'm just don't feel like it tonight. Richard, look, I thought all the greats. They all felt like this at some point. Who? A lot of them, other than the Jimmy Savile, he'd often be in his dressing room and said he doesn't want to come out. Jimmy Savile? Yeah, on General Fix It. I worked on General Fix It. Did you? Yeah, I worked with all the greats, Richard. He said he would be in there. He'd be grunting, making awful noises in there, Richard. He said, I'm not coming out. Now then, I'm not coming out. Terry, now then, I'm dizzy in here. Now then, shut up, you. I don't know why he's telling you shut up. And so, now then. And it's not a great story for... I was working with John Leslie on this morning. John Leslie you work with, yeah. And, you know, he'd often be in his dressing room. He said, I don't want to come on, Terry. I'm dizzy in here. What are you laughing at? I'm just laughing at all these stars being in their dressing room saying they're busy before a show. Oh, you know, they were doing shit, so they're on the toilet or something. That's how I explained the grunt. They're all grunting, Richard. They're all grunting. They were grunting, and they're all grunting in there. Why are you laughing at this? I'm trying to cheer you up. You got to get out there. It's tits and teeth. That's what I said. That's what I said to Jim. He said, "Oh, tits and teeth." He'd say, "You know, I've got their teeth. You know, shall I drink someone else's teeth?" He was a joker, Richard. He was always joking. He was talking about the dead bodies, wasn't he? What are you talking about? He probably had loads of eyeballs and stuff. He probably had loads of teeth and things. Now then, he said, stop it. Has it been a minute yet? No, it's another 30 seconds. 30 seconds? It's been more than 30. Richard, I'm in charge of the clock. I know what's going on. Look, you're going on. You're going to do a great show. You're going to impress everyone. Ian Twitcher took this bit of confidence into you. And you are to retain. I said to Stuart Hall, which one? The one from It's a Knockout? Yeah, I thought it would be the one from It's a Knockout. You would go be this. What are you laughing at? I'm not laughing. I'm upset. This is upsetting to me that you don't. I've worked with them all, Richard. Yeah, but they've all gone to prison and stuff. That's nothing to do with me. Just, you know, you couldn't. Not my fault. You couldn't work in show business without working with things like this. He'd be in his little caravan. He had a caravan, did he? On the It's a Knockout. He was in a little wind. There you go. And he'd be in there. I'd go, come on, Stuart, it's time to go and look at the dipstick. He said, shut up, I've got my own dipstick going in here. Get out of here, leave me alone, I don't want to come on. That's what he'd say. I don't want to hear all these stories because it doesn't make me feel great to be associated with you. There's nothing to do with me, Richard. What happened? I'm just, you know, I didn't even know what was happening. It's not appropriate. You know, so it's anyway. Thank God this isn't. If this goes out on primetime Twitch, that's us out. If they hear about the producers working with all these guys, we'll be that next week. We'll be royally sent back to Thursday 8 o'clock. I can guarantee that. Yeah, probably will happen. What? He said probably will happen. No, it probably won't happen. I said, oh, it sounds like it probably will happen. You're just paranoid. Has it been a minute yet? Not been a minute yet, Richard. Okay, well. I just don't, you know, there are ever days, Terry, you just feel like you don't want to do your job. You know, I've had a hard day. I haven't had time to prepare for any of this. I just don't want to, just feel like I don't want to do it. You have to do it, Richard. Tits and teeth, that's what they say. What do you mean, tits and teeth? Just tits and teeth, Richard. That's why you have to do it. I don't understand what that means. You have to, that's... Have you heard the story about the man who went to the doctors? He said he was depressed. Yeah. And he said, you should go and see Paglioni. Yeah, I know, I'm mouthing along with you because I know the story. Because he's the funniest man in the world. And the patient turned to the doctor and he said, oh, fuck off this shit. I don't like any of this stuff. Also, I'm clinically depressed. Why are you sending me to a Canadian? I need some medicine or hospital treatment. And that's what this is like for you. What? I don't understand what's going on. Hey Richard, I'm going to count you down from 10. No, yeah, I know. And remember that when you get to 3, that you don't count anymore. Yeah, I don't count anymore, Richard. You always forget. I don't forget. I know every time. And get down to so you don't hear my voice on air. That's the last thing anyone would want, isn't it? They'd have to hear my voice on air. Well, Terry, I don't have the voice even the radio. I've got the voice of being the producer, Richard. I'll count you in. It's about 10 seconds now. Okay. 10, 9, yeah, 8, 7, yeah, no, 6, 5, 4, 3. What's that? You still there? What's happened? Hello! Wow, here we are. It's 8 o'clock, everyone, on the button. And we are here on prime time. Twitch are fun. It's prime time. They've bumped whatever was on here, usually 8 o'clock on the Twitch channel. They're gone. They're yesterday's, they're tomorrow's fish and chip wrappers. Whatever that show was, we wrapped in. You'll go get fish and chips, and it'll be wrapped in whatever show was on at 8 o'clock on Friday on Twitch last week, because now we've been moved. We're going to make some changes, going to make it a bit more family friendly. Obviously, Friday night, it's a very different kettle of fish to Thursday night, where you can get away with some slightly saucy language and a carrot that looks like a penis. You can't get away with that. At 8 o'clock on a Friday. No puppets, in fact, because it'll just be me having a sideways look at the news. And I hope the GB News are watching, and whatever channel that is that Piers Morgan's on. Because over 100 viewers in, I'm noticed on the counter there. And that's just, we've only just begun. So, and when you think Top of the Pops is on from 1992, possibly the worst ever music there's ever been on in any year. Just like they started doing like songs from school assembly. Morning is Broken. I think Neil Diamond was singing Waltzing Matilda. They started doing with what's his face from the Faces bloke, from the Faces. Rod Stewart, that's the guy. And so you don't want to watch that. Stay here, stay with me. I've been paid £400 million to take over the Friday night slot by Ian Twitch. And he's relying on me, but I'm not going to be... This isn't going to be wrapped around your fish and chips tomorrow. When you go and get your fish and chips, you won't see this. You won't eat fish and chips, and around it will be a video screen of me saying this. It will be... this will be back, I guarantee, Friday, 8 o'clock next week, because this is going to be the new fixture. So let's take a little sideways look at what's going on in the news. Good news for me. The cress seeds are grown in the moon dust, raising hope for lunar crops. Moon dust is a very precious commodity, okay? And NASA have let some blokes who want to see if they can grow cress have a bit, but only enough to fill a little pipette like that. And they're growing. You can grow cress. It doesn't grow very well, and it's basically almost immediately dies. But I love cress, you know that. I've been a big supporter of cress all along, and if there's cress farms on the moon, imagine how the value of cress is going to go up. Moon cress, you're gonna eat cress. The most. It's not cress from the cleft of a man's buttocks, which you can get at the moment. People do grow cress down there. And that's sort of a moon cress in a way, isn't it? If it grows around your bum. And there are specialist websites where you can buy that stuff, I understand, if you want your cress grown in the hairy arsehole of an overweight, sweaty man. It gives an extra little piquant. It's like when they put those coffee beans through a cat and it shits them out. The real cress aficionado will be able to tell the difference, and will. And it's a very fertile. Usually in these guys, there's a bit of poo in that cleft, and it's just it's self-fertilizing, and that is which ironically the guys who do it are also self-fertilizing. That's you get where I'm going with that. So both the moon and cress were, of course, big parts of Fist of Fun, which Twitch of Fun is very much I very much see this as the precursor. No, the follow. I see that as the precursor. I see this as the follow-on. There was 2 series of Fist of Fun and 2 series of This Morning for Richard Judy, and this is, I've got rid of the rubbish ones in it, and this is it. So moon on your cress. That's the kind of stuff, it's a main show. Sorry for the fans who've been watching for a while. I can see the chat room. It's people going, what's going on? Rich has changed. Where are the puppets? Why is he doing this shit stuff about cress? But this is the kind of stuff that, this is your Simon Cowell's, Michael McIntyre sort of stuff that you need to do. Cress grown in the clefts of the buttocks of overweight and wanking men. That is what we need at 8 o'clock. And if that's too much for you, Britain, am I too upsetting for you? Is that what it is? Oh, am I not allowed to say? Should I do the advert that Piers Morgan says? Oh, am I not allowed to say that? Shut up, you. Drink your milkshake. I don't care. You can shut up. I'm going to say what I like, even if it's a load of shit. And even if the things I'm complaining about don't exist, I'm going to say them anyway. What do you think about that? It's the Richard Herring show on Twitch. And yeah, I don't care about politically correct people who say you shouldn't grow cress in the anal clefts of overweight men, or say, oh, am I not allowed to say they're overweight? They are overweight. That's why the cress grows so nicely. It wouldn't grow. You look at the moon cress, it doesn't grow well because there's hardly anything in there. You need a good bit of soil in there to get the cress going, and a bit of fur and hair and stuff, and that is just a fact. I'm just saying the facts. I'm just saying what everyone's thinking. Everyone's thinking about those guys, and I'm just saying it. And if you don't like it, that's not my problem. It's your problem. Love me, hate me. You just can't. Oh, you can avoid me. You could just not. If you hate me, probably don't watch this show. That's a good way to avoid it. It's a way that I notice 7.75 billion 999,999,900 and 856 people have taken on board. But there's 144 people out there tonight. Yeah, Ian BBC. I bet you're wishing you'd got me on now. Yeah, Channel 5. This could have been what you had. 144 viewers. So, think on. That's pretty much all I've got for you this week. What was this story? Oh yeah, this is another story. I'm associated with a champagne bottle. If you've read How Not to Grow Up, and a champagne bottle signed by Boris Johnson. It's good without the puppets, isn't it? It's much better without the puppets interrupting and coming in and spoiling it. The Conservatives have taken. I did a thing. Well, a thing happened to me where someone tried to put a champagne bottle up my ass. I didn't think about signing it and selling it and auctioning it off to raise funds for the Tory party, but I should have done, because I think someone would have paid a lot of money for a champagne bottle that had briefly been in my anal passage. Look, it's not all about the anus, okay? Actually, the next story is as well, but it's not. And the next one's about wanking, actually, and then it's about another one about the anus, and then then it's fine. It's the Queen. So if you don't like what I'm saying, turn off, turn over. But you'll never stop me talking about champagne bottles up my arsehole. And if that's what you want, then you've come to the wrong channel, because this is free speech. Stop drinking that green smoothie, you poncy liberal producer. My producer is actually a very old guy who's probably quite right-wing, and seems, I don't know, I've just been talking to him before the show, he seems to have spent a lot of time hanging around with possible sex criminals. And convicted sex criminals, actually, now I think about it. That's that. So, yeah, the Tory party really taking Partygate, really, they're taking it seriously, and one of the champagne bottles that supposedly is from Partygate has been signed and sold off to Tory people. Don't stop voting for these people. Why are you doing it? I mean, none of you are. Why can't I talk to the whole country? Why are you doing it? I went to university with this man. I didn't know him, but I knew people like him. He's hot. He shouldn't be in charge. He hates you and everything you stand for. He's laughing at you. You fucking double down and support him through everything, and he thinks you're a fucking prick. So this guy is bad. He's bad. I'm not a political person. Tories are obviously bad, and I'm not a political person. But this guy is the worst. I would bring back Margaret Thatcher from the dead and put her in. That's how bad this guy is. A dead Margaret Thatcher would be better than this guy. That's what we're talking about. All right, stop doing this rubbish. Political stuff. It's not good. You're not Mark Steele. I'm not trying to be Mark Steele. I'm just trying to do. I'm looking at the news. I'm just doing my own thing about the news. You're doing stuff about Dottons. I'm not doing stuff about them. It's all about Dottons and arseholes. I suppose you'd be different, would you? You bring a bit of class to. Yeah, you need me on it. You need me. Look, you need. This is my big chance. I don't want you to ruin it. This is the big trying time chance I did right in thought, and now you've done fucking 16 minutes on your own. No, stop it. People are turning off in droves. They're not. There's 6 more people watching. It's going really well. Well, you waiting till I come on. So you got the. You sound a bit like Terry. Who's Terry? He's my producer. All right. Yeah. All right. Look, come on. You can come just for a bit, but it's going to be my show from now. Hello, everybody. It's me, Terry, and the Nally. Don't do the cocky carrot thing. Oh, I'm chickeny. I'm linking at it. As I say it. I'm linking at it. Hello, Richard. Hello, Ali. You all right? Yeah, it's really good. Thanks. Good to be here. Yeah, sit on it, daughter. Sit on it, daughter. On my penis. That's what. Look, that's why I didn't want you here, coming on and doing all your crude and rude stuff. I just wanted to do stuff on my own, and then it would all be. Did somebody say rude? Yes, they did. Oh, it's all going wrong. I was going well. It wasn't going well, Richard. I have to tell you, it's going pretty badly, and it's good to turn here to help you out, because I'm cheeky and cheeky and cheeky. I'm winking at it. I'm winking at it as I say it. How have you been? All right this week? Oh, you know, same old. Richard, something so bad. Thank you. But I'm a little drunk. Yeah, no, I'm drinking beer as well. Alcohol free, though, isn't it? It is, but it still seems to get me drunk. So it's all fine. Yeah, that's good. Oh, look, it's lovely to see it. Lovely to see a Friday night crowd, isn't it, Richard? It's lovely to see it. It is quite nice. I forgot that. I must try and find some way. I'll probably maybe I'll get one of the things playing. I forgot that I found I was sent some articles written by my great granddad Tom Herring. Oh, Tom, isn't it? My creator, Nigel Tetty. Yeah, are they Geppetto or Geppetto? Well, I don't know. He's a bloke who made me. He made my face. He made my nose. He made my little tuffet cock, the dirty little fucker. No, stop talking about my great granddad like that. Anyway, someone sent me some articles. He wrote an article about the moon, funnily enough, whether man would ever go to the moon. Oh, he should have known, shouldn't he? Well, he didn't know. It was the 1919 he wrote that in. And he wrote an article about ventriloquism. Did he? Yeah, and how to throw your voice and how to entertain people with throwing your voice. That sounds good. You should have given that a go, Richard. Well, I was thinking, that would be an interesting thing to give a go. Yeah, I'd love to see if you could do it, Richard. I'd love to see if you could do ventriloquism. That would be fun. It could be fun, couldn't it? Glasses and no, can move that though. It's still just slightly annoying. There's a big thread coming off you somewhere. I'm sorry that you're getting treated. Look, Richard, I'd rather be here being used and stuck in a box or stuck in a museum. No one ever seen me. It's better that I'm here, even if I decay and fall apart in your hands. I'd rather be alive, please. I just want a chance to get on the telly. What do you think about Boris Johnson and the champagne? I don't care that neither through the fucker, Richard. Let's not talk. They don't need. There's no point in talking about stuff like that. Everyone knows who knows, and everyone who doesn't know doesn't care. So you're not going to change anybody's view, are you? Going, oh, why don't the Tories? Because they had that. I knew them at university when you went to Oxford University. You bloody gonna Graham. Don't quote 8.5 at me. You're not going to change a single person's mind. So just do your stupid jokes without cress on the noons on the stick. Do you know whether you got coming up next? That's very rude for you to say my jokes are stupid. They are very. Anyway, I thought you might like. It was very interesting to. If I can't get it now, I might try and get it and I thought you'd be interested in hearing. And my granddad Jeffrey as well wrote some letters to the paper. I got those. Oh, Jeff, I remember Jeff. He was a good guy. He was a good guy, and it's nice to be. Suddenly 100 years through time. Past these letters passed down, it's almost like receiving a letter from your ancestor. With Tom, I didn't ever know him. He died before I was born. But with Jeffrey, it's sort of, it's like, oh, that's a real connection through history. It's it tugs at the heartstrings. It still does with Tom, but he made you. Yeah, he made me, Richard. He brought me into existence. For what? So that I would just be here in a fucking box most of the time. Occasionally come out and get to sleep. Never get to sleep my mind, no. You just have to do whatever claptrap whoever's got hold and he wants to talk about. Religion or education or cocks. Yeah, you like talking about cocks. As it happens, I do like talking about cocks, Richard. I struck lucky with you. That's all I can say. Okay. Should we do another news story? Yeah, you've done 20 minutes, Richard. I know, I thought I was going to do a short show this week. You always say that. I know, but I always think it. I've got a headache. I've been looking after the kids, since just before lunchtime. I'm not sleeping well. Oh dear, Tora, did you go to Oxford? Shut up, but I'm just, oh dear, did you go, do you live in a nice house or you own? Well, I don't own all of it. No, the bank owns most of it. So, no, dear, Poor old Richard in this terrible times, drinking his non-alcoholic beer. Shut up. Leave me alone. I thought you might enjoy this story, Ali. The sexy story behind Sicily's most famous pastry. What do you think the sexy story behind Sicily's most famous pastry is? Well, Richard, whenever there's a sexy story involving a baker, I think we all think of the same thing, don't we? I think we all do think of the same thing. Yeah, I think the sexy story behind the most famous pastry in Sicily is that the baker who made it has stuck it and filled it with this stunk. Am I right? More or less right. I think that's basically it. I think it's something about putting cream in them. Yeah, exactly. It's CNN have written it a bit more romantically than that. No, that's not happening. The baker who invented them, he thought, I know for a laugh, I'm going to fuck this pastry and then put that and say, oh, look, I've got this nice new filling. And then someone thought it. The baker was watching him. Yeah, the baker. Who? The baker, Richard. The baker. The baker. The baker from the bakery. The baker from the bakery. You know what I'm saying. The baker said, this is going to be a laugh. The guy ate it and went, that is the most delicious thing I'd ever eaten. Another 12 dozen, please. Then the baker was up all night wanking into pastry. The joke was on him. You only have a certain amount of spunk, don't you? You do only have a certain amount of spunk. And he was only use all of this to make these famous Sicilian pastries. He couldn't have the telly on, could he? It was just his spunk that was the thing. He had to pretend it was some kind of special cream. Salty cream. And there he was wanking away till he wanked himself to death. And then then someone came and said, oh, well, we better find out what this filling was. Oh, it was this stunk. We did a DNA analysis, it was this stunk. With all the eating is stunk, but let's face it, most of us eat stunk on a pretty regular basis anyway, so it was no big deal. Nice to have it tasty and it at once, isn't it? Well, you're on fire, Ali. Well, this is the big time, Richard. This is it. This is a nice shot. It is your shot Friday night show. What do you think about that? It's a big honour to the news. Did somebody say big honour? Yeah, but it's a big honour. It's not a big... Oh-hoo! I don't think you're allowed on the show, Cocky Cat, because you look too much like a penis. Twitch don't... Oh, Ian Twitch, I do thought me. This is how I was born. Why do you make me feel bad for this is just the way I look? Why do you make me feel bad about it? I know. I'm sorry, but I have to think of it's a lot of money he's given us to make this. The whole channel is resting on this show doing well. How are the numbers doing? It's gone down 5 since you came on. Oh dear. So it was better when it was just me on my own. 150 people were here, and then you started talking, and you scared them off. How do you do that? Scared them off? You scared them off with your freaky one-eyed face. That's very rude. How dare you? You look quite scary. I am scary, Richard. Imagine waking up with me at the end of your bed. Because that's what's going to happen tonight to anyone who doesn't watch till the end. If you start watching and then turn off, I will come to your room tonight, and I will sit at the end of your bed laughing, ha 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 ha, and then I will fuck you and kill you. Ha! Come on now, that's not probably the best way to get viewers. It's the best way to keep viewers. It might be the best way to keep viewers, but I think people will say, oh, did you see that puppet show last night? Apparently, if you don't like it, the puppet will appear in your bedroom and rape you and kill you. Yeah, not neither this. This is really going badly. This is, we were just trying to do a nice family show, sit on it, Dardra, and and really cement this. I should never have got you. Why did I get you out of the box? You can't resist it, can you, Richard? Did somebody say docs? Yeah, well done. It's taking you fucking 3 years to come up with that Shakespearean double entendre. What should we do? Well, I don't know. What should we? Should we just get on? Let's get on with the show. Okay, I'll try and get on with the show. This is the next thing I was going to do. First image of Sagittarius A, the black hole at the centre of the Milky Way. I was thinking it looked a bit like an arsehole. Is that what you're thinking? Yes, I thought you're really keeping it threadly on. I just thought, but seriously, no one knows what a black hole is, do they? No one is. Not even Ryan Cox knows. Well, why would he know? He's just in Succession. That's true. I didn't think of that. No one exactly knows what it is. No one. Science could never tell us. What if the universe is actually like a bloke or a living organism of some kind, and we're just cells? And oh, fucking hell. What? Oh, this is like something a little stone 15-year-old would come up with. What if we're like a cell has things going around a centre, doesn't it? And there's a nucleus. What if that's the sun? We're just a cell within the body, and the black hole is the anus, and that's why everything gets sucked out of it and goes out. And they go, where's it gone? And we're just going to turn into stuff that gets shitted out into the real universe. That's what happens there. Well, maybe that universe is inside another universe. Oh God, I didn't know that. What? It's just so fucking pathetic. Just looking at this is a point in the universe where space-time has collapsed in on itself. It has no mass, Richard, than the black hole. That's just the space-time is sucked into there somehow. Is it? Yeah, something like that. Do you read that on Twitter? Yeah, something like that. Okay. But what if it's a vagina and we're going to give birth, and actually then that's when we'll be properly born? Yeah, it's probably that, Richard. It's probably a big vagina, and we'll go towards it. It'll suck us into it, and then we'll get shot out like a cannon. And then what if where we're shot out is just where we were born, and it's just a circle. We keep on going, and it's that's actually. You're saying that's Dardra's vagina. I'm not saying that. You're saying it's Dardra's uterus. I don't know what the proper word for it is. It's the vagina. It's the vulva. I'm saying, what if it's my mum's vulva? I can't believe you're talking about your mum's vulva. You're so obsessed with it. It's not me. It's you that's obsessed with it. I don't. You are making a big jump there to think that I want her to sit on her vagina. What if I want her to sit on with her arsehole? Richard, don't talk about my mum like that. That is out of order. You're talking about her vagina. I'm not. I'm just. What if you're born and you come out and then it's just going, and that would explain the universe, wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't. No, you're right. It probably wouldn't explain it. Funny. It'd be funny if it was an arsehole, though, wouldn't it? It would be very funny, Richard. Apparently not. We lost 3 viewers. We'll just quickly whiz through this and then we'll go, yeah, sure. The Queen, pictured at Windsor Horse Show, days after missing opening of Parliament. And what I love about this story is the Queen just looks so happy and well. And she's completely pranked, isn't she? She's gone, I don't want to go to the fucking boring Queen's speech thing. Let's just send my crown along as a bit of a laugh. And then, oh no, I'm too. She's laughing. Oh, Boris Johnson, I can't come in to do. Hello, it's me, the Queen. I can't come in to do it. Then to look as Richard. Should I be Boris Johnson here? Hello, Boris, is that you? Yes, it's me. I'm Boris Johnson. Good impression, Rich. Thanks. It's me, the Queen. It is the second. Oh God. Oh, I feel really ill. Oh gosh. I feel very poorly. I don't think I can come into Parliament today. Oh, well, you know, don't worry. I expect it'll be okay. We'll get Charles to do it. Yes, I think I'm going to be in dead 30 months now. Okay. Okay, well, I hate poor people. Don't do trivial stuff. And then, like 2 days later, I'm fine. I just didn't want to go to work. We've all been there. I love the Queen. I hope she reigns for another 70 years. Don't let her leave. This came up, actually. 1/3 of Britons think the Queen should retire. No! 1/3 of Britain. The Queen is like being the host of Countdown. We were talking about last week. Once you're in, you cannot leave unless you're inside a box and you are stone cold dead. That woman has to stay working as Queen until she dies, and I will hear nothing else. And also, 1/3 of Britons think that. That means 2/3 of Britain think she should carry on. So, bad luck, Queen Elizabeth. Bad luck. You are fucked. You have to carry on. That's all there is to it. Getting tired? Yeah, a bit tired. You've been done it earlier, Richard. I know. I was going to say, I've been quite impressed with how good this has been. You think this is good? Well, comparatively, yeah, compared to usual, this is, pretty good, Richard. Not bad. All right. Should I talk to Sybil? Yeah, talk to Sybil if you like. We've got to see how predictions are. Okay, I'll just sit down here. You sit down then. We haven't got an intro for Sybil yet, but I keep not bothering to write anything. So, what can you do? Oh man, I should have done that. I should have rung in, shouldn't I? And gone, I can't really Twitch-a-thon today. I'm not feeling well enough. Then turn up on the snooker. It's on Tuesday nights. Let's see if we can summon up Sybil. Will she appear? Who nobody knows if she will appear or not. She's very mysterious. We don't know where she comes from. I'm down here. Shut up. Very mysterious figure. Here. Let's find out how her predictions went last week, and let's see if she's got any more predictions for next week. Here we go. Oh, it's me, Sybil. Oh, look at the camera. I'm trying. Oh, I see everything, Richard. I feel everything. Why? I see you at home. I see, yes, you. I'm talking to you. You have 3 days to live. You had 3 days to live. You know who I mean. It's you. Enjoy your 3 days. It seems unlikely you've wasted the rest of your fucking life, you fool. Leave my viewers alone. People are threatening my viewers. You've made me go all out of focus by going in too close to the camera. The camera doesn't know what to do. There we go. We're back. Want to look at my predictions, wise and true. No one can say they have not come to pass. I think I can. Boris Johnson's new lie would lie again. He said he would. Yes. He said there'd be a new lie. Yes, there probably was. I mean, there probably was. You said he'd be PM for the next 10 years. 1 week down or 8 days down, actually, Richard. So, looking good. Looking good to that. Okay. You said after predicting that Sierra Leone would sink into the sea. Yes, it did. Well, we didn't check, but I'm going to take your word at it. You predicted it would be back to normal. And it is. It's exactly as it was before. Let what I said, let no man put asunder. You said that Paddy McGuinness would die in a hang gliding accident. Yes, Richard, he did. He's been replaced. He's hurt too much to ITV, Richard. He died in a hang gliding accident on Tuesday. Oh, dear. Yes, that like with Paul McCartney, they got a Paddy McGuinness lookalike who has taken over his role. It's not difficult just to go no likey. It's pretty easy. Okay, well that's 3 for 3. This is pretty impressive. You said York City would win 3-0 and then lose in the playoffs. Yes, I did. They drew 1-1 against the second bottom team, who now the third bottom team. I think they ended up as a result of that draw. Yes, or 3-0, just like I said. And then they won the playoff. Well, the playoff. Well, that was all that was going to be done by now. They won last night 2-1. So you were completely wrong. Oh, was I? How are they going to do in the next round of the playoffs? Let's wait until it comes. And then the final one, I was trying to look this up before, and an Eastern European celebrity will die of bum cancer. Sorry, there's so much. I just don't know. I should have checked. I'm not seeing a Russian footballer, Victor Samokin. Is that Eastern European? No, Richard. Russia is not in Europe. But yeah, I guess that's true. It doesn't say how he died, so that's not much good. Russian. Can't find any. A Polish basketball player, David Breck, or Dawid Breck. He died at the age of 32. Doesn't say what he died of. They don't say if it's lung cancer. Richard. Well, he's not much of a celebrity. He doesn't have his own Wikipedia page, so he can't. I'm not going to count that. Are you really going to look through everything? Yeah. Eastern European. Paul Ginsburg, the British historian. That doesn't it? No. No one. None of them have said bum cancer. No, I don't. French Portuguese football player. Yeah, I don't think we've got it. Bob Blizzard died, the politician. Of course, Jesus Marinas died, the Spanish journalist and television person. He died of bladder cancer. That's who I was talking to. That well, Spain isn't. It's more Eastern Europe than we are. That's true, and also, bladder cancer isn't bum cancer. Bladder is a kind of bum. Okay. Jesus Marinas, who, if you watch the snooker, you know, was Jesus of the Sea. We had some fun with that. The death on the day the man had died, or woman. Well, not too impressed. I mean, quite impressed, not too impressed. Do you have any more predictions for next week? Richard, I will get into the state of the night. I've been reading a book about, listening to the audiobook about a book about premonitions. So it could be quite interesting to see if we, by which I mean you, yes, Richard, I'm in control here. Really get your mind blank and see what comes up. And see, I'll close my eyes as well. Let's all close our eyes. I can't close my eyes, Richard. I see all the time. I have no eyelids. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I tried to get this black tape over my eyes, but it didn't work. No. I'll close my eyes. See what you come up with. There will be a national disaster in the United Kingdom, killing 25 people. National disaster. Okay, great. This is the kind of stuff we want. Can you tell us where it'll be so we could stop the 25 people being killed? No, Richard. I have to allow it to happen, or otherwise it won't come true, and I'll look like a charlatan. That's a good point. I mean, is there any point in being able to predict the future if you're not able to change the future? There is no point other than looking good after the event. Okay, Paddy McGuinness. Yeah, the new one. Okay, the new Paddy McGuinness. New Paddy McGuinness. And let me write it down before we get to what it is. He will be nangled up in some machinery. He'll be visiting a sheep farm. He's going to be visiting a sheep farm. He's going to get mangled up in some machinery. Yes. Okay. I hope that doesn't happen even to someone who's pretending to be Paddy McGuinness. I love Paddy McGuinness. He's great. York City will play Brackley Town in the semi-finals of the National League North playoffs. Yeah, and no, that's the prediction. Okay, so York will play Brackley in the playoffs. That's good. Well, we'll see if that comes to pass. Anything else? Yes, close your eyes, Richard. Really, just empty your mind. See what flies into your head. The devil's flew into my head. The devil will come to Georgia. The devil will come to Georgia. Yeah. And what's he going to do? Have a cup of tea. Okay, we'll look at that cup of tea. And maybe one more. Anything else you'd like to... Anything else you see with your all-seeing eyes? Don't look at me. Fucking hell, this is terrifying. This is terrifying, this thing. I'm covered in rainbows. How can you not like me? I know it's not nice. And nothing else with my nines of flank. We can't leave this dead air time. This is prime time and just that you can't rush the news. Jackdaws. What? Jackdaws. So there'll be something with jackdaws. Something with jackdaws. Something with jackdaws. Look out for that. That's what the predictions are. So, well, can you come back next week to see how you did? Yes, Richard, it'd be my honour. And see if you win the barbecue. Yes, that would be great. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching my section. I see everything. You are all wanking yourselves to death. Stop it. What a world. What a world. I'll show you the... we've got so much to talk about this week. I'll show you... I'll try to remember to bring the... I mean, it's on my computer. I could just look at it there, couldn't I? But I'll try to remember to bring the article from my great-granddad and see if he can teach me how to do ventriloquism. I'll have to get a dummy or something, I guess. Hello, it's me, Andak. Yeah, good to see you. We've done 41 minutes, Richard. It's impressive. It's very impressive. Think the Queen should retire? I think she should sit on it. Sit on it, Elizabeth. Don't say sit on it, Elizabeth II. Come here. If you come here, don't talk about the Queen like this. You can fucking sit. Dada will be sitting on it first, and then I want you to sit on it. I'm not going to wash it in between. Then you're going to sit on it, and then Dada's going to sit on it again. And well, I think it would be an honour to sit on whatever this is after the Queen has sat on it. It won't be much of an honour after I finish with them. There's a door on Mars. Have you seen this? It's like something from Star Trek or something. Isn't it? There's a door or from Stargate or Star Door. I would imagine if that door just leads to like the planet Earth, and they've wasted all this time. Just someone opens a door, someone pops out. Oh, Mars. I wonder what was through this door. It's Mars. It could be, couldn't it? Why are you so obsessed with these things leading somewhere else? It might do. What if that's the word? What if that's our Mars's bottom? Oh, don't do it again. I won't do it again. Do you think it's a door? I think it's unlikely to be a door. It's just in a cliff. That you never know. It's the chances that there being a door on Mars are 1,000,000 to 1. They say, yeah. The chances of the door being on Mars are 1,000,000 to 1. Look, there's a fucking door there. There's a door right in that cliff. Then it was the red autumn. Now you're not here, and behind this door. Oh, you're not here, I know that behind this door. No, you're not here. We could start a new life, underground. Go through that door. Order. Okay. The chances of anyone wearing a bra are 1,000,000 to 1, he said. Are you doing like a 1960s Dick Emery spoof or something? Two Ronnies. The chances of anyone wearing a bra are 1,000,000 to 1. They didn't learn on that brazier, ironically. That was quite a good joke to just come up with off the top of your head. Let's move on to the next one. Janine Garofalo is going to be one of my guests on the Edinburgh Fringe rehearsals. 143 people watching. If you all buy a ticket to see that, there'll still be 200 tickets left. I'm not going to tell you which day it is. If you're a monthly badger, you'll know which day she's going to be on. We've got her. We've got Timky, which I'm going to try and make him say enough things that I can make a cartoon of Timky, and we've got Ed Gamble, who's I think on the 11th or 12th. I can't remember now. One of those days. If you go to richchain.com/gigs or richchain.com/rehearsal/tour, you can find out all about that. I'm very excited to meet Janine and to interview her, and she's absolutely one of my heroes, I suppose. You know, she's in the Larry Sanders Show. She's been in fantastic acting career, fantastic stand-up. Might be scary. She might be lovely. I don't know. I've never met her. Looking forward to it. I'm aiming for big guests. Is this just an ad that you're in the Fringe Show? Yeah, I thought I'd slip this in. It's in this use of the In Touch's time. It isn't. You know, I've got to be allowed. I've got to make a living as well. And I'm not going to make a fucking living in Edinburgh, I can tell you that. You find out how much my flat is costing for 14 days. Bloody hell. Yeah, so if you want to come, that would be lovely. We're doing a few at the Phoenix next month and the month after, and at the Deer Shed Festival, and then we're back at the Leicester Square Theatre for a long time. Also, why not check out Rich Herring's RHLSTP book club? It's really good, I think, and we're getting a lot of interest from people coming on that. So there's going to be some big names coming up. Come and see us. Come and see RHLSTP. Why didn't you do this live? Well, I know I might do this live at some point. I was thinking of doing some of the gigs at the Phoenix as Twitcher Fun gigs. That would be amazing. Yeah, we could do it live with an audience. It would be amazing. But I'm a bit worried about taking you guys out of the house. I have to say, that would be amazing. So it might not happen this time, but maybe at some point. You know, if more than 134 people are watching this. If you think about it, it's 134 people around the world. Yes, but all the people who watch the video, there's about 1,000 people who watch the videos. I'm just not sure we'd fill a theatre in a place. Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe one. Yeah, I'd love to do. I think you should do more stuff than me. Do an act with me. Well, this is sort of it, isn't it? We don't need to go anywhere. We can do it here. Everyone who's interested can watch it. We don't have to embarrass any people at theatres by doing a show to know people, which is just a man talking to himself. You know, maybe this is the future. Maybe it is, Richard. I don't know. I just think of the old days when I was out with your great granddad and your granddad, saying to crowds of 10 or 15 children, and I miss those days, Richard. I miss them. I'm a little drunk. No one likes to sing praise. That good. Well done for remembering that. Aside, they do like to sing praise. Well done for remembering that. Have we got anything else for you? Oh, well, there's just this. We'll end on this. This is the news story that white private school boys are the new disadvantaged, according to a Cambridge academic. If you went to private school and you're white and you're a male, you're actually you're actually being more prejudiced against than women and black people and poor people. I can see I've surprised you with my interesting opinion there, but so that is what I actually think as well. So what are you going to do about that? I think a lot of posh people are worried that they're paying for their kids to go to public schools, and the public schools and the universities start saying, we're not going to just take loads of people from public schools, we're going to take some people from regular schools, which upsets the people who are paying for their kids to have an education. Yeah. Are you doing the political stuff? I suppose I am. And but why not? I think it should be a system that the cleverest person each year at school gets to go to Oxford or Cambridge, and if there's more room after that, second cleverest person in each school. Just work your way around. Every single school sends their cleverest person, the person who does best at exams, goes to Oxford or Cambridge, or at any of the good universities. Rather than, and then it's fair, isn't it? Because if you're going to a school and then people, maybe posh people, would send their kids to inner city schools thinking, oh well, our kid might get to an inner city school and might get that place if we send them to an inner city school rather than to a posh school. Have you thought about that? I went to Oxford. I don't know if I've mentioned it. You seem to have mentioned it, but I got there through intelligence and through by being a very clever person. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And you then ended up doing this, going your own merchandise, which you're going around out and about. And I have been wearing this today, yeah. That's why it's got some stains in it from my son. Yeah, you're now wearing your own t-shirts of yourself, yeah. In Hartenden, yeah. At Teacher Express, I've been there, yeah. Like Prince Andrew. And, just sitting there in your own t-shirt. That's your Oxford education, is it? That is my Oxford education. You're proud of that where it's got you? I'm not, I don't think it's to do with my Oxford education. I chose to be a comedian. This is, it hasn't gone so well for me. And this is where I've ended up. But it's nothing to do with, but, I worked hard at school. Oh, did you? And, I wasn't from an underprivileged background, but I wasn't from a privileged background. And we couldn't have afforded to go to any private schools. And we worked hard. And then the cleverest people should go to the best university. Oh, and you're the cleverest thing. Well, I'm probably not, but the best footballers should go. It's like going, should we get the footballers whose mum and dads have the most money, or should we get the footballers who are best at playing football? You get the people who are best at playing football, and then you have the best football team. If you have the cleverest people, then they go into the jobs that the clever people have to do. Whatever. You just, that's the best way of doing it, rather than what's happened now. A load of people who can afford to pay to send their kids to Eton, and their kids aren't that clever but still get to go. Imagine paying for your kids to go to Eton, where about 47 people each year go to Oxbridge from each year, and your kid doesn't even go to Oxbridge. How fucking thick must they be to have all of that and then not even be able to get into Oxbridge? And you spent all that money. But so those aren't the best people. That's all I'm saying. You're just going on about this. You've got a chip on your shoulder. I haven't got a chip. I mean, everyone thinks I'm posh because I went to Oxford. Yeah, because you keep going on about it. I hardly ever mention it. You've mentioned it 3 times in this thing, only because it came up. It's just you talking to yourself. Don't you even realise that yet? I don't realise that. Because it isn't. It's me talking to you, Ali. I don't know if you realise you're part of this. Anyway, we should, it needs to be fair, doesn't it, right? And so the idea that it would be lovely if society was prejudiced against white, not private school, but Oxbridge people, it would be nice if it was harder for them. But it isn't. Okay, that Cambridge academic probably went to Eton. Makes me cross. Kids, I know a lot of young kids are watching this show. A lot of kids probably doing their O-levels at the moment, working up to doing their A-levels. I'm down with the kids. I know how your life is, right? O-levels are hard, right? CSEs if you're not as clever as me. But work hard and try and go to these places and try and shake things up like I've done. Look at me, I've shaken it up. And admittedly, it's 35 years or something. No, not quite that long. It's only about 32 years since I left, and 33. And look what I've done in that time. Look how Oxford and Cambridge gone. Anyway, that's my advice to you kids at home. I hope you've enjoyed today's show. I'm going to go. My wife's out tonight working. I'm going to go and I don't know, watch some telly. I might have a wank. We talked about it a lot. Just check it's all still working out down there. It's been a while. Lost some things down there. Might stop it working. Why don't you do it now? No, because I don't think the viewers at home would like to. I think a good distortion would love to see it. Do you? Yeah. Well, we'll set up an OnlyFans for those. You're going to make a fortune. What, you think a lot of these? But yeah, a lot of those men watching this, because it's all men. Someone mentioned their wife was watching it. She'd like to see that. Then they pay 10, 15 quid to see you having a little wank with your tiny little shriveled old thing cock and stunk up your tiny little, not even, I was going to say teeth thing, that's way too much. Your little globule, like a little stitch from you'd get off a like weeping bit of grass or something. What the hell are you talking about? Just some little white froth that tops out the end, crawls its way out the end when you reach satisfaction. They'd love to pay 10 quid to that. I don't think they would like to see that. Let's see if anyone's asked. No. Someone said they don't like that. Okay. Oh, someone said, where do I sign? Ah, yes, of course, it's Bethany. Of course, she would like to see that. In the old days, I was an attractive prospect. No, you weren't. I was. Probably 5 people in the chat room would like to see me masturbate. 5 years. Have you been drinking? No. Are you a little drunk? You're right. We should have stopped this. We should have stopped. Terry, did we stop this 10 minutes ago? Yeah, it's not on anymore. Don't worry. None of this has gone out. Thank God for that. That's gone. Thank God for that. Right. Shall we end? Yeah, shall I sing the chances of them coming from Nars or a million to one night friends? I don't know if we can afford the rights. Are a million to one, but still they come. The chances of anyone watching this show are a million to one, he said. The chances of anyone watching this show are a million to one. Yeah, look, that got to nearly 130 views. That's because I started talking about wanking. and still you don't come. That's almost a proper punchline, Ali. You've really let me down. I hope you enjoy these slightly new titles. Let's see what they are. I haven't seen them yet. Let's have a look. Bye.